Hopefully it's magic.
Magic, welcome back to Idle Talk.
Welcome.
Today I'm joined by a friend of the show.
The one and only.
You can only recognize him if you've been a long time listener. From my audio listeners, from my video people, you already know who this is. So please introduce
The
yourself.
most viral clip on TikTok.
Woo!
If you know me, you know me.
You know him. We're back in the room where we made that video.
Absolutely. My room.
Makes it sound like one of those videos.
Yeah, it's Fabrian. Instagram, Nairbath, everywhere.
Everywhere.
The Don, the realist, you know.
The realist, yep.
The actual Don.
Okay, so we're back in Jersey. So
The best place.
best place to live
in
in
the
America.
States. In the States.
New Jersey.
Yeah, where you live now?
I live in Baltimore, bro.
Ew.
Baltimore. You know what's funny?
What?
Literally, there's a city called Mount Vernon, and it's in our historical district. And I was talking to one of my roommates, and she was like, "Oh no, Mount Vernon is such a lovely place." And I was talking to my friend Malik, and we were like, anything with Mount Vernon in it is a bad place. Like, it's kind of like Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. You ever heard about that?
When he got assassinated?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like anything with the name Martin Luther King, like, is like usually like really hood,
rural
like
areas,
yeah. And so they're trying to just spruce it up by just changing the name of things. And like anything with Mount Vernon is like not like a good place. She's like, "What do you mean? It's in our historical district. Our library is there." Da, da, da. I was like, "All right." And
How often do you go there?
I don't go there often because I'm in a neighborhood Facebook page. And then
You told me. You fuck with them a lot.
yeah, it's funny. But I saw a post where it was like woman slashed in Mount Vernon, not stabbed, not shaked, but slashed, bro. And I'm just like, that's funny as hell. Not for that woman,
It's a wild ass crime.
but
So
I'm
wait,
like,
hold
who
on.
gets slashed?
Yeah, hold on. Someone walked up and was like, bitch.
Slash. Like,
He just ran.
slash and dash, bro. Because they didn't.
But did
catch
she
her.
like get robbed? They do anything?
No, he just slashed her, bro. Just randomly like
Jesus.
sliced her in the face. And I was like, yep, Mount Vernon is a great place.
That's wild. How is it? How's it been adjusting to Baltimore?
To Baltimore is crazy.
Since the
It's
move from the city.
It's like a city, like how you would expect it to be. But then like, I'm so close to like the downtown area where I'm like literally separated. But it literally is like a 2-minute drive to go to downtown, and it's like pretty cool to go and do stuff over there. Like we got a harbor pretty much, and there's like a bunch of Navy ships that just chill in the harbor.
Marina.
Yeah,
Marina, okay.
pretty much. And like small boats, charter boats, like all the boats you could think of. You just look at it, and from our balcony you could see it. Like
What do you do for fun?
Nothing. You know
Nothing.
me. I'm chilling in the house, bro. I'm saving my coins.
I mean, I did the same here, but
Yeah, so
like if I moved to somewhere like different, because I've been in Jersey for like most of my life, like since like middle school to 24 now.
you used to live in New York, right?
I was born in New York. And I lived in New York
Oh, you
from
was
like
a New Yorker.
I lived in New York for like
You
3
betrayed-
years,
you
like
betrayed them.
elementary. But I'm definitely a Jersey baby, bro. I grew up in Jersey.
Yeah,
But yeah, if I moved somewhere differently, I definitely would like go out and do stuff
I did.
to like see the place and see what's fun and shit.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I remember I went there in March.
Mm-hmm.
Down
As a vacation?
March, April. So like end of March, close to April. Ended up staying in the entire April, and then May came. We came back to New York, chilled a little bit, went back. Then we just like went to visit all the hot spots. Like me and my friend Malik went. He was like, "What are you doing right now?" I was like, "Me, nothing. I'm chilling. Like I got nothing to do." He's like, "Hey, you want to come to Baltimore with me?" I was like, "Baltimore? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
It's dangerous over there." Cause you hear all this shit like on social media and stuff, and I was like, all right, let's fucking go, let's try it. She's like, yeah, my cousin wants to buy a house, like let's go check it out, and if we don't like it, we'll just come back the next day. He's like, yeah, I got you on gas and tolls, like come on. And I was like, all right, let's go. He just needed a ride down, so we went. We stayed there for a week. We only packed for like 2 weeks. I packed for 2 weeks. He packed for like a week. And I was like, just in case, it was one of those things, like just in case I need to do shit. So we went, we hung out everywhere. We went to get drinks. Like his cousin would send us money to like experience the area and to see how it's like she wanted like a report kind of like, oh, how is Baltimore life? Because she had plans for the house to kind of like rent it out to like students that would come to Baltimore, because John Hopkins is a college there, and it's like for doctors and shit. So she wanted to kind of get that doctor money coming in. like who wants to like study for medical school and stuff and like practicing and stuff. So she wanted to see if it was a city that like, you know, students could hang out in, like do things there and around there. So we just kind of like.
And do you prefer Baltimore to New York, or do you?
Oh hell yeah!
Or is it because of the area, or because you now have like your own space?
I got my space.
That's what I'm saying. So, but if you had your own space in New York, would you have rather lived there?
No.
Or would you? So you would pick.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
I think everybody in New York needs a break from New York. Like get out of New York and just hang out somewhere for a while and see what happens. Because I was literally talking to one of my friends about that. She was like that. Her dream is to ultimately have a business in New York, but
what type of business?
Like, she's a pastry chef, so she wants to have like a bakery. And I was telling her, I was like, you know, that could still be your dream, but maybe that's at the back end of your dream. What if like you first open like 10 bakeries all over the country, and ultimately New York is your last one because it's like
you watch the new Netflix show You.
No.
Well, the new season at least.
Nah, bro, I don't watch You.
Oh well, you should watch. It's a great show. But his wife opens a bakery like in like a new town, and it reminded me.
And they
of
be
that.
murdering people.
They do murder people. Yeah. Well, she's the more crazy one, but
is she? I thought the guy.
Actually, I'm not gonna say none because low key, I'm in love with that actress. Like,
okay. So she.
I could fix her.
Pull up.
Dude, I
pull
could,
up to my.
Listen to me. I could fix her.
He could fix you apparently. I don't know what problems you got, but this man's.
I'm lying.
He a problem solver.
I wouldn't fix her, but I'd listen.
You could kill him any day.
I'd bury that body with you.
So pretty much.
Love. You real. That's her name.
You real? That's her actress name. Or
the character's name is Love.
Okay.
The actress is like Victoria something, but the character's Love, and I'm like, damn, she really ride or die, like for real. She really ride and die for her mans. Like she'd be killing people.
She'd be killing with her mans.
Yeah, killing people for her mans.
For her mans, but it was not her mans killing for her, or they both killing for each other.
In season 2, he was killing for her, but then when he finds out that she's also like cool with murder, he like got turned off by it.
Whoa, what do you mean?
Even though
you like murder?
Yeah, even though he was doing it the whole time, it's mad crazy.
It's like mad hypocritical. Right?
Yeah, so basically, it's like once he sees himself, like it's like a mirrored image of him. But in his partner,
like what if
he doesn't like it.
What if he made her that way?
No.
Okay.
It's very clear that she was also.
She's been like that.
She's
since
been
day
crazy.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's
someone told me to watch it.
Yeah,
someone told me to watch it, but I've been watching some other shit.
What you been watching?
Chucky. I like Chucky. The TV
that new show is pretty good. Yeah.
I'll be watching it legally.
But the new episode comes out like every other week.
Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Yeah. I watched
Same
the latest episode.
Episodes.
The one with them in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that one?
No.
Oh, you didn't watch the newest episode?
No, I haven't watched it.
Did you watch the one where they went to the party and the house burnt down?
Yeah.
So the one after that is the one I watched recently, because that's the one I watched.
I like that show.
It's pretty good. It's a lot better than the last few Chucky films, like The Curse of Chucky and what was the one before that one? No, my bad. The Curse of Chucky, and then the new one with the
Aubrey Plaza and that guy who just saw in Eternals. He was in it. He was pretty good in that one too.
The one where he was like he's like an AI or like phone thing. Yeah, that one I didn't like.
You didn't like it that much?
No,
at all. I liked it because Aubrey Plaza was in it.
She's a good actress, but
I think it was different. It was different, but like not so different.
He didn't have the same voice.
Chucky? No, it was different.
It was Mark Hamill, right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Mark Hamill be doing the greatest shit though.
He's a good ass Joker, good ass Luke Skywalker. I didn't believe him as Chucky.
I think I'd give him another movie.
What's the guy who voices Chucky normally? Because that guy's good.
I have no idea.
That guy's fucking.
But that guy sounds like a murderer.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good. So he sounds mad.
All I
crazy.
hear is Luke Skywalker killing somebody.
Well, the reason I would kind of believe Luke is because the Joker, and like when he plays the Joker, he plays it like crazy.
Yeah, he's like more like hyped up in that.
That's why when he was first announced as the voice of Chucky, I was like, I see it, but then I watched the film and I was like, I don't really like it.
I think they try to do something with the franchise. They didn't.
Yeah,
they didn't want to tell the same story again.
They wanted to reboot it, right?
They wanted to reboot it and like do something different. Yeah, I like when they try and fail. Shit, yeah, it's good because even like it was still enjoyable to me. I enjoyed it. It was. I didn't like how Chucky looked.
Yeah, dude, I didn't like his hair.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole design, but I like the fact that they weren't scared to like be different about it. Like, so it was interesting. Like Michael Myers, same face. No matter
Always.
what the reboot is,
Yeah.
same like mask. Like he could be different underneath the mask or whatever, but like it's the
No,
same.
actually, in the Rob Zombie.
Yeah, no one talks about that one though.
No,
Like,
the first one's good. The first Rob Zombie.
I
film,
heard that.
it's really good. The second one, after Christian told me that there was a second one, I was like, no way.
Yeah,
I love the first one. I went to watch it.
it's ass.
The most dog shit Halloween
Yeah.
movie I think I've ever seen in my life. And he doesn't wear a mask the whole film.
Yeah,
He like takes the mask off after his second kill, and he's just like a hobo running around killing people.
yeah.
He's just dressed as a hobo. So that's the one time they
Pretty
changed
weird.
his design.
It's a weird thing. So out of like the 20 movies, one
Yeah.
movie he doesn't have a mask. Like,
Yeah.
and
it
but
did
like
horribly.
it didn't lead anywhere. It didn't lead to anything. Like,
No, it just he didn't want to wear the mask anymore.
yeah, like at least with Scream and the TV show, they had 2 full seasons with the
Yeah,
with the new
ghost
mask.
face,
Yeah, and but like season 3, they made a season 3, but it was only like 5 episodes.
they had the OG
And Tyga
mask?
was in there, and spoilers. Do you care?
No.
Tyga was the Ghostface, one of the Ghostface people,
Uh-huh.
but it had the OG mask, like it had the actual like pretty like the original mask, and that's pretty.
Are they
funny.
continuing that storyline in the new film?
No.
Or
The
is it
TV
like a
show, it's a
reboot?
separate entity. No, it's I think 5 is proceeding the same story as 4.
So it will continue from the fourth film?
Not from immediately afterwards.
I know it's going to be, but it's like the same like universe basically.
Yeah.
Or is it like
all
a
the original
reboot?
cast are 3 there. So they got Sydney, you got
So they're coming back.
Dewey, and you got whoever Courtney Cox plays.
Yeah, okay.
What
She
the
played
fuck's
like
her name?
she played the reporter.
Yeah.
Don't know her name, but she played the
Forgot her
reporter.
name. Sorry, Courtney Cox.
I'm not a huge Friends
I'm
fan,
sorry.
so I don't
I'm
even
sorry.
fuck.
I should remember your name.
You like Friends?
Yeah, I keep calling
Oh.
her Monica when I'm talking to my sister. I'm like, yeah, that's Monica. Look at Monica get stabbed in the face.
Yeah, don't give a fuck about that show.
Courtney Cox. Wow.
No, just the
That's
show.
pretty
in
rude.
general. Not,
She was in Cougar Town.
don't even know what the fuck that is.
It was. I don't know what it is
Cougar
either.
Town?
Yeah, but it's called Cougar Town.
Is she a cougar in it?
She's supposed to be, but that was I think during her peak where she was like had
I
the
don't think she's that attractive.
the botched like
Yeah, the botched plastic
touched up
surgery,
like
yeah.
plastic surgery shit, and that was just
I think Jennifer Aniston's the only one that still looks good in that cast. Like even
yeah, like Matt LeBlanc is
even
pretty
the
old.
dude's got some
yeah,
botched ass
Ye-
plastic surgery.
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
So don't get plastic surgery, guys.
No,
at least get it.
Find a
right.
good doctor.
Get it
Find
right.
a good doctor, because they will fuck your shit up.
Fuck your shit up.
Looking like a goddamn like mannequin walking around. It's
yeah, that's
bad.
really weird, right?
It's like you get.
Would you
thrown
rather
into
be ugly or be made ugly?
Damn. There's no benefit to either. I guess born ugly. Do I have to pay
Damn.
for this procedure?
Yeah, bro.
Then
They paid for this shit too.
I'd rather just be born ugly then. Why would I pay all that
That
money
means
to be made ugly?
that means you were born attractive, and you're like, I want to keep this attractiveness through my old age.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah,
then-
that's what happened
yeah.
to all of them. They were like, I want to be
Sexy.
sexy forever, and then it just didn't work. Jennifer Aniston though got a
She
good.
looks good.
It's because she got a good doctor.
Does she?
She
I think,
wasn't
I think
stupid.
she just
No,
aged
she got some.
gracefully.
She got some surgery done
Oh, you sure?
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
Dang.
100%. But she
Come on, Jennifer.
But it looks good though.
Looks good. I didn't know. It looks natural.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know you had surgery.
Looks
So-
good. Everyone else looks like busted. Cool. Someone just
What's
made
your
a
mom
fucking-
making?
It's a smoothie apparently.
A smoothie?
Yeah, I think
Did you
so.
hear it was a smoothie? What if she's making like some kind of salsa?
My mom don't make no fucking salsa.
Oh, she's not making dinner.
No.
So she's just making a smoothie?
Dude, my mom.
She worked out or something? She had
Nah,
protein or something?
My mom be making like.
Random shit.
Do you know that fruit? Smell like fucking feet. It's like orange. It has like black seeds. What's it called? I think it's called
Passion fruit, dragon fruit.
No, papayas.
Ew! It smells
Yeah.
like shit.
It smells
Not
bad.
feet.
No, it smells like
It
feet.
smells like
dog.
actual caca.
It smells like stinky ass
It
feet.
smells like human doo doo.
No, it's not that bad. It smells like a mixture of dirty feet and throw up. It's so bad.
I hate this.
My mom loves papaya, and dude, she makes smoothies out of papayas. She's like, "Yo, try it." I'm like, "Get that nasty
Get that
ass shit
caca out of here.
out of my face."
That's funny.
But yeah, I think that's what she's doing. She made a papaya
Smoothie. That's
She
disgusting.
just she like papayas, bro.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
So, are you planning on catching up now with the all the Marvel shit that you've missed?
No.
Why, bro?
I don't want to watch it.
It's not that hard.
I don't want to watch it.
You got Disney Plus. You sit down. Boom. Have a little marathon. You watch everything you haven't watched
I don't want to.
in one fucking go.
I watched 2 episodes of WandaVision in this very room, eating some food.
It was good.
It was good.
It was a
I
good show.
enjoyed my food.
Yeah.
And then I never watched it ever again.
Just fucking order food. Rewatch it. Or just watch it without food.
Loki.
Loki's really
What
good.
If I kind of want to watch as animated.
No. What?
You don't like What If?
It's not that I didn't like it. I just
It was not worth it.
I don't think it's up to par with all the other stuff that they released.
But it was animated.
Don't mean I don't like the animation, but like 3D computer animated thing.
Yeah.
I would have preferred it if they did like a 2D, like if you've ever seen like the Castlevania series on Netflix,
Yeah.
or the new Witcher like animated movie. Those 2D animations, like if they could hire them to do the Marvel shit, I'd be hooked because that animation style is amazing. Or like some like Avatar or Korra type animation, I'd be hooked. But like that 3D. It just doesn't.
Did it look like Clone Wars in the beginning? You remember how that animation looked like?
But even like with
they got better over the seasons.
Exactly. But I could watch a whole series of like season 7 Clone Wars easy, but it's not.
What about, can you watch Clone Wars 7 seasons if it was season 1 animation?
I would for the story, but it's the same for What If. I'd be like, this animation is pretty bad. Yeah.
Damn.
It's very like clunky and like. But with season 7, when they added mocap and they added like more fluid motions, I'm like, this is sick.
That didn't mocap? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the
That's
whole
crazy.
Darth Maul versus Ahsoka fight.
That was mocap?
It was the guy who actually played Darth Maul.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
behind the scenes, but I just never put it.
And he got
together.
fired after he like.
After he tweeted some shit.
No, he accidentally posted a sex tape.
Dang.
Was it? No.
I thought it was a dick pic that got leaked.
Oh, it might have been. No. It wasn't leaked. He did it himself.
He did it himself?
He posted it himself.
Darth Maul.
And then
Sir.
I think he apologized, or
For what? For scarring all those children?
he either apologized for doing it,
Or apologized for like, yo, accidents happen.
yeah, or was like, I don't give a fuck, and then Disney fired him, so he's not Darth Maul anymore. Now they're just gonna use like Sam This is the problem.
I hate car people.
Yo, welcome to Jersey, where like everybody has a modded car for no reason.
For no reason.
They're just like, I'm gonna be loud.
What kind of hobby is that? It's like,
It's a.
I mean, it looks cool.
I can't talk shit. I have
It looks
way
cool.
too many random collections and hobbies to talk shit about anyone's shit.
If
showed
you
that
let
off-
me buy me
yeah.
this exact shoe, but for size 10.5.
You showed that off last time, I believe.
I did. And your Travis Scott one.
Yeah. And then I have my cause figures, I have a bunch of shit that's just, I have no fucking room to judge anybody.
Cause this is art, guys. It'll be worth like 10K in like 10 years. How much you pay for this?
Like 3 G's.
For this?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
3? And you
Yeah.
have 1, 2, 3, 4?
No, those I got for retail because I got it when they were released. I got lucky, but that was my first one, and it was released a long time ago. So, yeah,
Damn.
I try to get the resale.
You try to get
one.
them at retail, and then you got
Yeah.
fuck that resale value.
That's what happens.
This happens, I guess.
It's the same with like PlayStations, sneakers. It's the way of the world, bro. If you don't get there in time, someone will upcharge you like crazy.
3 G's for that thing. Let me put it back. More back.
It's fine.
Before it falls down and breaks.
Nah, I don't think it'll break. It's like made of like vinyl. It's like a vinyl figure.
Wow, cool. Speaking about Travis Scott, how do you feel about his whole catching 8 bodies
Bro, it was a satanic fucking
ritual?
ritual. He
You know,
killed
honestly,
people.
that shit is mad funny. like when they start making a lot of sense, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, when you sit there, you're like, wait a maybe.
Wait, maybe.
That's when you know but some of them be outlandish. They be connecting dots from
Yeah,
nowhere. Be
yeah.
like,
Oh my
yo,
God.
he had 8s on the poster. He killed 8 kids, and I'm
Yeah,
like, what
yeah.
the fuck,
Bro, and it was funny. It was like someone's like, that was a conspiracy for Taco Bell, and it's Diablo sauce because it says "see you on the other side."
Yeah,
And then it's like, is this a conspiracy to sell more chalupas? That shit
it's
was
just
funny.
wild. But no, on the real, I think that was handled horribly.
Yeah.
I think the people who ran it, which was a Live Nation,
Yep.
did terribly.
Live Nation, come on. I know y'all. I've been to y'all place. Like,
Really?
yeah,
You work with them?
yeah. And I'm like, y'all know how to do better than that. But it's in Texas though, so I
Yeah.
can feel like I,
But it's just like
brain levels
Live
aren't
Nation
as high.
fucked up. Travis fucked up.
I feel like all the blame should go on Travis.
No, definitely not.
All of it.
No,
All of it.
definitely not.
What is it called? Astrofest?
Astro World.
Astro World.
Yeah.
Right? He's putting his name on that. That's him.
I know
that's him
that.
alone.
I think
he contracted Live Nation for that.
Correct.
So that I think all of it should just fall on him.
It falls to him when he's on the stage and he's seeing what's happening.
There was a video where he was like trying to help somebody.
But that's out. One out of so I know,
many but listen,
people,
listen. But, so I agree with you. I agree with you on that, right? But I'm saying like people. Concert culture, rave culture, like mosh pit culture have all come together and be like, that's not how that's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
we take care of each other. We don't try to hurt each other. We don't trample each other. Yeah. Like, and like, I've seen it firsthand. Like, there's a lot of accounts where people are like,
I've been in.
If you want to go in a mosh pit, but you just want to watch, like, there's a place for you to watch. Like we're all accepting, and I've been there as a watcher, just kind of get that vibe. I would never go in there. Like, I love my life too much. It just feels like it's a place where a bunch of people can let out their anger safely, and like it's good that people do that. It's not but they don't OD. There's never instances where people OD. Like,
there have been some instances, but usually it's.
But why is always some shit happening at a Travis Scott concert?
Well, that's what I'm gonna say.
Why is that kid jumping off a second story balcony? Like, why?
He breeded this culture in his fandom where like. The more fucking nuts you are, the more rewarded you get. Like,
what did that kid get besides breaking his legs?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's just dumb that he facilitates that. Like in his last Astro World,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. He should be held accountable.
He told people to jump over the barriers, to run through security, get on stage, and that's mad unsafe.
I would be
but
tight.
He constantly
as a security guard, I would be catching bodies.
But that's what happened. The security guard, I remember, posted on Reddit like, "Fucks Travis Scott." Like, he literally put the lives of me and my crew in danger when he's telling his people to just run towards us when there's like 5 or 6 of us
and that's
and
mad
like hundreds of people.
That's mad dangerous, not only for Travis Scott in that situation, but like other artists, because then those same fans, they could be they're not just Travis Scott fans, you know, like they could be Ariana Grande fans, they could be fucking no yes they
there's
could
no rage in
yes
that
they
Ariana
could
Grande.
no I'm saying though, but they can enjoy that kind of music
for sure.
Like I would go to Ariana Grande
I'd go
concert.
To one too, but
Jawant went with Christian to some kind of concert with like they went together as couples.
Oh, I didn't know
Jawant
that.
and his ex, and then I think Christian and Leslie, and I think they went to it might have been like Adele or Ariana Grande. One
I went
of those
to a
two.
Jonas Brother concert.
Did you?
I did.
See, you Travis Scott fan?
I'm not.
I know you're not. But
I mean,
but I'm saying But I'm saying that would spread anywhere. It could go anywhere,
for sure,
right?
yeah.
Like
once you embed that into a fan,
and I was just taking that like as the two extremes. But like, let's say that Travis Scott fan has a girlfriend and she wants to go see Ariana Grande, and then it's like, you know,
he's doing some dumb shit at her concert,
and that puts her at risk because he thinks that's the fucking culture that's cool in concert culture. Like,
no, for sure.
Like,
but yeah, back to what I'm saying, right? Like, that man, he does have like shit to blame, right?
No, I think this sets precedence. I think he needs to go to jail. Dead ass.
I don't think he needs to go to jail.
I think he needs to go to jail.
He needs to be fined, though.
He needs to go to jail.
I think he should lose a lot of his money. Because at the end of the day, jail time won't do shit to him. It's hurting his wallet, Will. The moment he starts losing sponsors and money and gigs and shit where he's losing his money, he'll care. Because you're hurting his wallet. You bring him to jail, few months, he'll pay his fine, whatever the fuck the case may be. No, he needs
to get manslaughter for each of them 8 bodies, bro.
He probably won't.
One count per body.
You understand that this man is crazy rich. He'll probably hire a really good lawyer.
I think the people, everyone in attendance, needs to get some sort of consequence
for sure.
Like, because you can't separate. You can't say it was the people who broke in and jumped over the fence that did that.
That's what I'm trying to get back to, right? From then, Live Nation should have shut the shit down. The moment they started barging through security and letting in thousands of people who didn't even have tickets, more than what the fuck the allotted amount of concert goers were allowed, Live Nation should be like, nah, I'm shutting this shit down.
You know, I just
it's
think
like they didn't.
It's like they expect some shit like that to happen. They're like, all right, guys, this is gonna happen. As long as we keep that under control, it'll be fine.
But then once the concert started, right? There's so many people in that like one area. Of course, people are gonna get squished.
Yeah.
Right, and it only got worse because people are jumping and pushing and punching and trampling. And when people are yelling for help and yelling him to stop, right? And even people who jump on the stage, and he's like, "Who the fuck telling me to stop? I'm not stopping."
There's no security guards
Right?
up
And
there.
then-
They're over here saving, trying to give CPR to somebody.
And then you
there.
see, like, it just blows my mind. This man saw an ambulance in his
and they didn't
concert.
tell this shit to
They didn't
stop,
do-
right?
They didn't do nothing. He
And I respect the ambulance driver because if that was me, this is
plowing
why
through
this is
niggas.
why I'm not like in a position to like save people or let people die, because I'm running over them kids. I'm running over
Plowing
them
through some
kids, bro.
kids,
I'm like I'm honking my shit and I'm just driving ahead.
Because you saw
like,
that one video with like the 2 kids on top of the
of the ambulance.
Oh nah,
Bro, honestly, like I feel like if you was at that concert and you saw that, like what stopped you from punching them right in their face?
I would have done it.
I would have like, I don't get like how that happens.
I don't get it either. I don't get how like in your head you're like, this ambulance is going to go save people. Let me ruin that.
Like you say common sense is a virtue, like literally.
Yeah, like it's just wild.
Like for both his fans, himself, like that's why I think he should be held personally accountable.
He should be
not
held responsible.
not Travis Scott, the brand, whatever the fuck his legal name is.
Yeah.
Him held accountable
Yeah.
for those people that ultimately lost their lives. And the fact that there's 10-year-olds in there in the crowd,
Yeah,
like one of them
10-year-olds, 14-year-olds,
critically
yeah.
injured, like, and my sister was like, why is the 10-year-old
Well,
there,
because
right?
it's
And-
advertised for all ages.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then my point is like, what if that kid is a huge Travis Scott fan and somebody bought him tickets, like a cousin
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
an uncle, like, yo, let's go to this Travis Scott concert, right? Not expecting that kid was gonna get fucking demolished by fucking suburban kids who aren't gonna
Just
fucking
bugging
think about
out,
that.
yeah.
Like they're just gonna go to sleep like nothing happened. Like, wow, that was a crazy experience. Kyle.
Some people like they're those kids that were found on the ambulance hopping on it. People found their social medias. Like,
death penalty,
them
bro.
out.
Death penalty, bro. That's what
And
I'm
they were calling them out, and they were like, "Bro, who gives a fuck? I was there to rage and have fun. That's what I did."
Yeah, see,
I don't
not
give a
death
fuck.
penalty, bro. Death penalty.
People like that, dude, is just what the fuck.
We gotta bring back the old school death penalty, like
guillotine. Oh, firing squad.
yeah, guillotine. I did not think of that. I did not go that old school, but
That's
like,
what I thought you meant. When you
I
said
think
those
we
kids.
should do that. Actually, that would be cool. Go ahead, rage
Just-
at that.
It's just, I don't know, man. It's just stupid to me. I think, and the apology made it so much worse
He was
because
like, I'm sorry.
you could tell.
No,
that
he never
man-
said I'm sorry. He was like, oh, I love my fans.
Yeah, you could tell
like
that
he be
man.
doing that lion guy shit. Like, you know what? Like I didn't know.
Oh fuck, bro.
Oh, yo, babe, I didn't even know it was your
This man was
birthday.
like, ugh.
Shit, I didn't know that was your mom's in the club. Oh my god, you know.
Like, there's no remorse. It's like to him, it really is just money to him.
Yeah, what about Drake? Like 8 hours later, he posts a picture of him and Travis Scott. Like nothing happened.
He posted about the concert without knowing what the hell happened, and the
I'm
next
like,
day
how do you not know Drake?
the next day he like deleted it.
I was like, that's
Same with Kylie. Kylie posted a story with the ambulance like going through the concert, and then later on she got called out and had to go back and delete the post. It's just like
dumb bitch.
people are just so like rich
Out of
people are
touch.
so out of touch. They just don't understand like the consequences of shit that they're doing. Like to them, it's just like, oh, I'm out here in the VIP section in a box where no one can touch me.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm safe. So everything is safe.
Everybody else is safe
Yeah,
too.
which
like,
makes it's just wild.
I don't know. I think he should be banned from ever performing.
That's what I think for a
Ever.
while because
no, forever.
no, not forever.
No. His
'Cause-
career should die because of this.
The
like,
thing is,
like
it's not
people get
going to.
canceled for a lot
Yeah.
less. For a lot less.
Yeah.
Comedians, actors, like you know, they're all entertainers in this world, right?
Yeah.
I think he should be banned for life from every stadium, every like
Well, I think
every concert venue, fucking McDonald's, Chuck E. Cheese, like no birthday performing for
The thing
him.
is,
Like
it won't be possible. Like
it-
even if
it will be possible.
Nah, because even
every
if
company has to literally use this as an example
Correct.
and take accountability
That's
for
what I'm
that
saying.
and be like,
But even
that
if
will
they
never
do that-
happen with us
but
because
even
we're
if they-
never gonna put him in
even
that
if they do
position.
that, he has the money to
Do his own shit.
yeah to buy a land and be like, I'm making my own concert.
All right, then that's
what I'm
good.
saying.
That's good
So-
for him. But you know how much land costs?
A lot.
You know
but
where
he's
he
rich.
would have to do that Kanye West shit where he moves to fucking like Wisconsin.
Yeah, he would.
and then buy like all like.
But I think he has the funds to do that. I think it's just you have to make the president like don't hire him for a long time, hurt his wallet, make him learn a lesson, right? And then if he becomes a better president, be like, all right, listen, guys, like,
nah.
we can't do that type of
Fuck
shit
that,
in these
fuck that.
concerts.
We don't give people second chances in this world.
What are
we
you
don't.
talking
We don't.
about?
Who's got a second chance
I think we should. give
besides
people
Michael Vick?
I think people should give people a second chance.
Nah, fuck that. Let's not change.
Unless it's some crazy shit.
That's some crazy shit. What do you mean? That's some outlandish shit. 8 people
But
died.
that's him doing like
And
just
him
being
and him
irresponsible,
having
yeah.
a history of promoting
being-
that
yeah,
kind of
I agree with
actions,
you.
like
I agree with you.
that.
But the thing is, the people around them enable it.
It's not like he's like, oh, wow, shock.
Correct.
Shock.
That's what I'm
But he's
saying.
like,
To
I think
him,
there's seen clips of him
He gets like
in other concerts, like, go
he does-
crazy, like,
yeah,
fuck.
he's crazy. But that's the thing. People enable it, right? His fans love it. His fans do it.
Yeah.
The promoters don't care. His label doesn't care.
Who's his label?
I'm not sure I don't have my phone with me. I'm not sure who the fuck his label is. But the thing is, if everyone around him is enabling it, why the fuck would he think it as what he's doing is wrong until it got to this point, right? Now
Common
that it got,
sense, bro. Again, common sense
correct,
is
but
virtue.
you're thinking as someone who's like lived experience where you're like, that's common sense, right? But you got to think about it like rich people who literally are so out
He
of
wasn't
touch.
born rich.
I understand that, but now he
He
is.
became rich. See, that's why I don't understand people who aren't born rich get rich, and then all of a
And
sudden
then-
you're fucking stupid.
All right, so let's say tomorrow you get rich and every bad thing you do is enabled. Everyone's like, yeah, that's fine. Everything you're doing is cool,
I'll be
bro,
enabling
'cause
my
you're
own
rich.
bad shit right now
That's what I'm saying,
by
right?
trolling people on Facebook.
But
I know I shouldn't be doing
it's
that.
on a higher scale for someone like him that he got all this money and now everything he was doing that was wrong, no one corrected him on it. Everyone was just like, yeah, it's cool. You're rich. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And
Would
it went
you
on.
enable me? Would you enable me?
No,
if I was
I'd
doing
call
that?
your shit out quickly.
See,
But
I see. So then
But
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
worried.
saying.
I'm not worried about my shit being enabled.
Correct,
Because I feel like if I'm getting rich,
But-
in my head I already have my plans
Yeah.
of like how I'm going to distribute the Idle Talk percentages.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally going to give you guys like 1%,
Okay.
like for doing nothing, right?
Okay.
Like I think you've been on the show, like
Yeah.
some of you have been on the show, but I'm like in my head, everybody gets 1% base no matter what, right? You have this, you're involved, like. In my head, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna distribute it that way, and then I'll distribute it to the
But
people that
let's-
like are gonna help me run it. Like, let's say like CFOs, shit,
All right,
etc.,
but let me
etc.
give you this
But
example.
like a lot of people who come up and get rich do bring the people that were with them.
correct.
Up. So
I'm
all of a
agree.
sudden, everybody is like,
A
everybody
yes man.
changes.
Yeah,
And like,
but that's what I'm saying, right? So let's say you, like you're saying, right? Let's say Idle Talk gets giant and becomes one of the biggest podcasts, and you're insanely rich, and then all of a sudden,
like,
one
are
of
you
us,
guys gonna switch up on me and
let
be
me,
like,
let me run the scenario with you. One day, you decide I decide you're doing something wrong, right?
Yeah.
And I call you out on it.
Yeah.
You don't like that, you fire me, right? Now everyone around you
I was gonna be scared?
is gonna be scared to speak up. They're like, I'm
Why
not.
don't you just gang up on me?
I'm even then. What if you fire all of us? At the end of the day, you started this. You got the power.
Yeah,
None of
yeah.
us do.
Then that's my problem. Then I'll fail on my own.
But that's what happens with most people who come up and then they have
I
a
wouldn't
gang
fire
of people, right?
I wouldn't fire them.
I know you're
I
not. I'm
wouldn't.
just
I
saying
wouldn't. I
the
wouldn't.
scenario is like
Why would I do that?
if Travis Scott had a group of friends, right, that would call him out on his shit. Eventually they'll stop.
Yeah.
He's the money. If they call him out on his shit and he gets rid of them and just replaces it with somebody else who is gonna be a yes man, what do they have to gain? Just shut up and do whatever the fuck.
But I feel like when you fire them, you're already conscious of the fact that they're calling you out on something you don't like, and you want to change that.
When you're
So
rich,
why
you don't
don't
give a- you don't give a fuck.
why don't you just like fuck? Maybe I shouldn't actually fire them.
as a rich
because-
person, you don't care. Again, you're being enabled by.
But he's
everything.
not that rich.
Beg to differ.
He's
homie.
not Jeff Bezos rich.
No, he's not Jeff.
I
Bezos,
feel
but he's
like
one of the,
those people are rich.
He
like,
is one
you
of
can
the
say,
richest artists. Though.
You can be like that.
rap
They're kind of wealthy.
This man makes sneaker deals,
Mhm.
video game deals, fast food deals. He has so many collaborations and so much.
Okay, I feel
many
like
influx
let's
of
not say the
money.
fast food deal because I feel like McDonald's had a plan for that year. Like Travis Scott,
But he was the pioneer.
He might have been the first one on the list.
He's the pioneer.
It might not. It wasn't his
'Cause
idea.
but if his
it was
didn't-
McDonald's idea.
But if his didn't succeed, they wouldn't have kept going.
okay, but they could, because BTS followed them immediately.
Correct, because they succeeded.
They weren't gonna be like a
And
Travis Scott.
it wasn't BTS. It was J Balvin.
Jake Bow. Who the fuck
It
is
was
that?
the Hispanic artist, the one who got called out recently for
See,
making his
don't work with McDonald's.
making his music video called La Perra, and he made all the dogs black women,
Yeah,
and he got called
that.
that.
Oh my god.
So yeah, he was the second one, and his didn't do that well, right? And then they went BTS again.
But they knew BTS was gonna succeed no matter
But they
what.
did well, but not as well as Travis Scott, dude. Travis Scott's meal became such a meme that it sold.
Mhm.
It was everywhere.
I will need to look at the numbers because I don't. I think
And
BTS
same with
fans are better than Travis Scott.
same with Fortnite. Like when he made that concert,
Yeah.
it had so many people in that show, right? And then with all the Nike collaborations, like all the Jordans and
But you got some in here?
I have one.
Yeah, there's one.
Um,
I'm gonna take him one day.
and
not gonna
yeah,
know.
they sell out, bro. And they make money, and it's what it is. Money rules this world.
It's the
homie.
white people.
Money rules this world.
It's the
and
white suburban kids.
And as long as that man is making money and people are enabling him, he won't learn.
I saw a tweet where it was like, do black people actually listen to Travis Scott? And a lot of people were like, no. And some people were like, I
think it's mostly white.
And some people were like, I like 2 songs. Like, I got played 2 songs.
It's definitely mostly white people. Like if you look at his concert goers and stuff, it's mostly white people. Yeah. But you got to think about it, right? He was born and raised in Texas, right? He was around a lot of white people. So that was his like group.
And Spanish people too.
So with him, it's like those white kids live out their fantasy of being like this, like
they want to be black,
rebellious.
Let's just literally say it. They want to be black.
Yeah,
they think that's what black people are like Travis Scott, and they're like, I want to be black. I want to be Travis Scott. Like,
and that's what ends up happening, bro. Like, and he's just not a good role model, homie. He's not, and it's like, I hope
anybody similar to your age is not a role model.
I hope that like this has at least has opened the eyes of a lot of like. Those like straight stands that like drool over everything that man does. I hope it opens their eyes to see like you mean nothing to that man. Mm-hmm. He will see all his fans dying and
he'll literally continue the show.
Yeah, he doesn't care. To him, it's the money that you bring, and that's it. And until you guys hurt his wallet and like make him feel the consequence of his own actions, he won't change.
Nah, they're literally treating I think the fans are gonna treat those fans as martyrs and be like, yo, I want to die at a Travis Scott concert. I want to be one of them people that die because I'm gonna be immortalized forever. Like,
yo, it's sad because it might happen because
fucked up joke inbound, guys. There's gonna be like a 9/11 memorial for like people that die at Travis Scott concerts. Just names on a stone. Texas.
That's sad, bro. It is really sad in our day and age where like people idolize these celebrities to like be like gods and
shit. He's gotta be banned, bro. He's gotta be banned.
He won't be. That's the thing.
Because
you can say this all you want, but in reality, it won't happen.
I know it won't, but I'm just saying. So, if I say it long enough, it's gonna happen.
It's not.
I'm gonna manifest it into like existence.
Happen, like he's too big of a creator. He's too big. Unless that man killed somebody,
Travis Scott.
Even unless he killed someone himself.
He did. He killed 8 people.
No, like him personally.
He did. He personally killed those.
No,
8
his.
He basically walked up to them, shot them in the face. He did not, 7 times each. Didn't do that. He basically did that. But
his irresponsibility did kill them, and I agree with you there.
I feel like he's got to be all blamed. He was like funeral costs. I'm like, you got to pay funeral costs.
He did funeral costs.
You got to pay therapy for everybody.
Yeah, he did. He's doing that
forever.
He's doing the therapy.
You got to pay for like 12 sessions minimum.
And Live Nation gave everybody their refunds for the tickets.
And
you know what?
Only like 6 of them paid for tickets.
Because with Live Nation, they told him to shut the shit down once like 2 people died, and he didn't stop.
That's the limit.
He kept
2
going.
people.
Like he
Under
kept
2
going.
people die, we're good. We're okay.
He kept doing his set for like 45 minutes after they told him to stop.
Because he's a dickhead.
That's what I'm saying. Because to him, it doesn't matter. To him, it's like, I don't care. Like, people get hurt at my concert all the time. This is normal.
Like, like he doesn't bring his own security. Like, that's Live Nation security.
I know.
So why don't, like, I'm like, all right, pull this fuckface from the stage right now. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
Consequences. Go up to the stage, like, grab him by his fucking head.
As a
pull
fan,
him back. Like,
you know how those fans ran up to the stage and didn't do anything? I would have fucking stopped it. I would have tackled. I would like, if you gonna sue me. But no, I'm not gonna let you just kill all these people without doing nothing. Like, it's insane to me. Like,
you would have got jumped.
I definitely would have got jumped. But
you would have got killed. You would have got killed.
I would have got killed.
No, I think everybody would have jumped you and you would have died.
No. Like, on stage, no.
No. I think they would have rushed the stage, like all the fans, like, "Yo, he's tackling Travis Scott. We gotta help our Lord and Savior. Go!" And they'll jump your ass. Probably. Not even the security guards, like the people, the fans would jump your ass.
But like, I don't know, man. I would at least do more.
Nike, pull your shit with him.
No, they won't. They make so much money off
You're
them.
pussy, Nike. Cut it.
They're not gonna, bro.
Y'all did Kobe dirty?
No, they let Kobe go.
Y'all did Kobe dirty. I remember.
They did Kobe dirty while he was alive, though.
And while he was dead.
No, they gave
actually, Body Armor got bought by Coke, and then Kobe's estate made like $400 million.
Because they bought him?
Yeah, because Kobe was an investor early on. He only invested I think $2 million or something like that. Which is a lot of money.
Homie said only only $2 million.
Yeah, it's change for him.
I mean,
yo, you heard of that? The fucking state of Los Angeles or California?
Hold on. Let's go back to this Travis Scott shit. I'm gonna tell you an experience. Shut up. I'm gonna tell you an experience of what I went through. You ever heard of the concert in New York called Global Citizen?
Yes.
Okay.
You been to that?
A few years ago, I went to Global Citizen. Damn,
bro. English.
A few years ago, I went to Global Citizen, and it was prime people getting shot at like events, like shootouts, right?
After like Joker shooting in the movie theater.
No.
Era?
Like
Like-
the the Ariana Grande concert. It was during that time frame that I went to Global Citizen, and I saw
You were scared?
No, I wasn't scared. I saw John Legend perform. I saw Cardi B perform. I saw Janet Jackson perform. Right, and it was great. It was great times. And then I was going for the weekend because that was I love the weekend.
I'm in the crew.
Right, so I went to go see him, and during at the end of Janet Jackson's set, right before he goes on, we were given these cardboard water bottles for free. There was a bunch of them on the floor, and somebody stepped on one, and it sounded like a gunshot.
Oh, and everybody just
And it made
everybody.
and everyone running kept stepping on it, so it sounded like more gunshots. And people started losing their mind. And this is when I learned that I was like, festivals aren't for me. Because shit like that taught me that humans don't care about other humans in dangerous situations.
No.
Because at the time I was with
the fight or flight. It's not fight
or help anybody.
Or help anybody out. It's like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, either way, fighting your way out or escaping
Yeah. So I saw millions of not millions, thousands
let's
of people,
say tens of thousands.
Yeah,
of people.
like just running and trampling on other people. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And my ex at the time got stuck underneath OD people. Like OD people. Like I had to it was so much adrenaline in my body that I lifted up like hundreds of people and pulled her out. Like she lost her shoes, her socks, but I got her out, and then we got out.
At least not her life.
Exactly. and then we got out, and then we left.
Damn.
Like, because we thought it was a real shooting, to then later on find out, nah, it was just water bottles. Right? But in that moment, I was like, yeah, festivals, I'm not going to festivals. Like, fuck off with festivals. And the only festivals I've been to are Gov Ball and Global Citizen. And I was like, nah, never again, dude. Like, after that Global Citizen thing, I was like, I will only go to concerts where I can sit the fuck down and have my own, like, little area where, like, if shit goes down, I can get out.
Like, intimate concerts.
Yeah.
Which are, like, not really concerts.
Yeah, because, like, because you could sit. And there is no jumping and there is no, like, crowding, right? Only in, the front area.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I don't go to Coachella. I will not go to any festivals because of shit like that. Where I'm like, I've learned.
You gotta worry about Coachella because they got fucking brains over there. All the people, because like Coachella, like EDC, like culture, they're like one intertwined like.
Well, the thing is with Coachella, like, they've had Travis Scott on Coachella, and his fans are there, and they're nuts. It's just, and to me, I've learned that just festivals aren't it for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather just go to a concert where I can sit like in Madison Square Garden or a stadium where I can sit down, stand up, enjoy my artist, and then go home without having like to fear for my life.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
That was my story. You can go back to what the fuck you were saying.
I was saying that LA wanted Kobe's wife, Vanessa Bryant, to take like a psychiatric test to see if she was able to like truly like testify in court and shit like that. And I was like, wow, because she was suing the county, I think, because they leaked the photos.
Wasn't it TMZ that leaked them?
Well, how did TMZ get them?
You're right.
Right. TMZ wasn't there on the scene.
They had to pay the cop or whoever was there.
So
yeah, absolutely.
And they're like, "Oh, yo, you're still crazy from that. Like, let's relax." And so, but she won though. She won her little like shit. And I was just like, wow, LA is really like that, huh? You really.
That's sad because she lost her husband and her daughter, bro. Yeah. Like, for you to be like, oh, no, she's crazy.
Yeah, she's just not over it. Like, give her some time. She'll be fine.
That's
I don't know. That's disgusting.
Yeah. It's sad to live in this age or this era of the world where, like. Just
how do you even, like, explain that?
Like, yeah, like, social media, the paparazzi, it's just. It's so fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting where, like, one, we don't treat celebrities like cute. Like, we treat them like they're fucking either gods or zoo animals.
Yeah, literally zoo animals.
It's just, it's like they're a spectacle. And it's like, no, dude, they're human just like us. They feel what we feel. And, like, when you ask a lot of these paparazzis why they do what they do to them, they don't care. Like
I'm trying to get paid. This is my job.
Like, recently I watched, like, a documentary. Not recently, like, a few months ago. On, like, the Free Britney movement. And, like, as a kid, I thought genuinely that Britney was crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's how the media perceived
her
her
to be. Yeah.
right? And I was like, oh, she's crazy.
All of a sudden, she's just
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
And then I watched a
That's always
documentary.
the beautiful people that are just crazy.
And I watched a documentary on it, and I'm like, oh no, it made fucking sense. I'd go crazy too.
Yeah.
With all the shit that they were doing to her, all the paparazzi constantly following her, doing this and doing that, and like
Her
trying to
own
get a reaction out of her.
too. Like,
I was like, Jesus, I'd go fucking nuts too if I was her. I understand now. She wasn't crazy.
She was fed up.
Yeah, she got fed up, bro.
fed up.
I'd shave my head and break some bitches' windows too. Like it was just wild.
you ever seen that video of Tobey Maguire trying to pull out?
Trying to get out of the. Both Spider-Mans have done
Yeah.
it. Andrew Garfield and Tobey. He's like, I'm just trying to get out. Please get
It's
out
like,
of the
you're
way.
good to go. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Like,
He's like every time he like start moving the car, they get in front of the car to take pictures. He's like I'm trying to get out, move, and they wouldn't move.
and he's like, I can't mow these guys down. I can't. I'm gonna go to jail. It's not worth it. Like,
It's like, dude, it's stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't understand how like humans can see other humans and treat them that way, you know? Because I could never.
well, because they see them as above themselves. They're like, this person is better than me. This person has status that I don't have. This
they
person
deserve to be
therefore
treated?
is worth more than me, and it's valuable for me to go up to their face and take these pictures.
That's the thing, yeah, right? That's their livelihood, right?
Yeah.
I think paparazzi should be fucking demolished. I don't think that should be a career. Fuck that. Leave celebrities alone, bro. If they want their picture taken, they'll go to red carpet events.
Yeah. No, but some
They'll
people
go-
do call the paparazzi on themselves and be like, yo,
I guess you're right.
Yo,
but
Kim Kardashian's gonna be leaving the gym right now.
But,
Get
like,
there.
besides that, people who just want to be left alone. should be
I'm not
left
accusing Kim Kardashian of calling paparazzi herself. That's just
alone. She
the
probably does.
the first celebrity that
She
came
probably
to my mind.
does.
Because
You
you,
know who
live in
does
my
do
you
it,
live in
though?
my head rent free. Why
You know who
Pete
does-
Davidson?
You know who does do it?
Huh?
TikTokers.
Oh
that I've
yeah,
learned.
for sure.
TikTokers
For
call
sure.
paparazzi on themselves and be like, "Whoa, I didn't know you were gonna be here." They're trying to play it off. I've seen a lot of people get exposed because of that shit. That's funny. But
Because they're not used to calling on themselves. They're like, oh hey, instantly pose. Like,
yeah,
like you're supposed to be surprised. Why are you dressed up? Why are you ready?
this is just funny to me. But I don't know, man. Just like we're going down such a deep, dark path of like this idolization of celebrities as if they're just not normal people, bro.
I don't think I know anybody our age that are like that.
Who are obsessed with
Yeah,
celebrities?
yeah.
I know plenty of people. Who are.
Do you know people here? I was more worried about it was the ease of access to
Mhm.
as young as you could be. Because we're giving kids iPads now at like 3 years old, and
You
it just
shouldn't be.
it starts there, right? And so I
Mhm.
feel like I was more worried that was the issue. For me, the people that I know personally around my age, like that either on a friendship level or like just associated with, I'm just like, I don't really know people like that.
Yeah.
But like, you're like, you do. I'm like, that's concerning a little bit.
I know someone who's like obsessed with Beyonce to the point where like it's like very like scary and unhealthy. I know some people who are obsessed with like Doja Cat and like
I would kill a whole village for you, Doja Cat.
There you go.
With my bare hands.
I've
Just for you to
met,
spit in my mouth.
I've met some girls who are obsessed with Jack Harlow now.
Okay, but Jack Harlow's pretty cool.
He's pretty fucking cool,
He's
but
cool.
I just
But he's not. I mean, you know, let's not.
But it's not-
Let's
it's
not.
not-
Let's not pick and choose who we like. You know,
but the thing is, I don't think it's the celebrity's fault. It's the fans. I think fans get too obsessive. They become like parasocial, where they think that they know these people, that they think that they're friends with these people, when in reality they're complete strangers. And so they
I think that's true in the Ariana Grande case. Have you heard about her stalker? How
dude,
he would literally post YouTube videos of him like saying like when she and Mac Miller broke up, they were like, oh, you know what, you got to come back to me because da da da. And he would send her things. He found out where her label was, and he found out that she would be there, and he would show up to her label, and then she would send security after him, like, can you stop doing this to me? Like,
Yeah.
So like she's had multiple stalker cases that way. It is because they like fall in love with her.
Yeah.
Think that,
It's just
that
fucking
her songs are about
scary.
them. Like, meanwhile she's name dropping Mac Miller or some shit in a song. Like, no, fuck that guy. That's about me, babe. That song's about me. I don't care. We're meant to be like. But in Travis Scott's case, it's like he's hyping his fans up to do that kind of shit.
But it's the same with him too. I've met some dudes who are obsessed with this man, like insanely. We're like,
That's kind of
they'll like buy every shoe drop. They'll buy every product with his name. There were people that when he dropped that McDonald's meal were going to McDonald's and ripping the posters off the McDonald's windows.
I saw that.
That's a problem. Like it's to the point where it's like, how are you so obsessed with this man that you're just buying anything and trying to take everything that has this man's name on it? It's obsessive.
I can't think of anything.
Like my favorite artist is Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
And I love Kid Cudi, and I love Kid Cudi. He's my favorite artist. I'd cry if I ever met that man.
Yeah.
But I don't go nuts with anything that has his name on it.
Yeah.
I don't go nuts. I'm not like, oh, Kid Cudi's this, Kid Cudi's that. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
If you saw him in the street eating lunch, what would you do?
I'd walk up to him and I'd say hello.
Would you wait until his meal's over?
Yeah, for sure. I'd be like, hey, like, or even not even bother him. I just walk up and be like, hey, I love your music. Your music has saved my life. I just want you to know that. Walk away.
Just dip.
Right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it is to me, right? Like, I look up to him as like that. Someone who at one of my lowest times, his music saved my life. And I've never heard or have had an artist since give me that same reaction.
Because you haven't been in that same level as you were before.
No, because even now, like I can, like recently he released a documentary on Amazon.
I saw it. I watched
it.
Right?
I watched it and I cried like a baby watching most of it, right? And I haven't had an artist that ever give me those emotions.
That artist to fan connection is important. That's what makes them money. But like when it turns unhealthy, obsessive, it's like then it's a problem for not just you, but for the artist and for the people around you.
Correct.
Like as we saw in that concert where people just getting trampled everywhere.
But to them, the acknowledgement of being crazy and just like Travis is more suitable to them than hurting people around them. It's bad because he's the one who's enabled all of that, right? Every time you go to a concert, it's like,
and it wasn't just that
someone
concert.
on a tree. Oh, someone jumping off a balcony. That's cool.
There's
like, keep it up.
Instances.
Let's stomp. Let's do that. Like, he's just stupid, bro. Stupid.
Discuss it with you, Travis Scott. Hope you go to jail.
It's even worse because that man, like, he did all that knowing, like, his baby mama and his daughter were, like, in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's crazy.
Witnessing all this fucking chaos going on. And not once has he wasn't like, I'm gonna chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, what if I traumatize my child or my baby mom seeing all this death and destruction around? And, like, it's not a good look. And it's like, he has to have a screw loose.
Right?
Like, there's no way this man can see all this destruction and shit and just
be
think
like,
it's
cool.
Sick. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
And even during his apology, you can tell that man doesn't feel remorse.
That man was
forced to make that apology video, and you could tell he was annoyed that he had to make that apology video. Right? To him, he was like, "Oh, like, fine, I'll do it," but like, he didn't enjoy doing that. There was no remorse. He says he loves his fans.
He's not a good liar,
but he doesn't.
Bro.
He doesn't love his fans. He loves the money his fans bring.
I feel like I could have made a better apology video.
Anyone could have made a better apology video.
No, but like I could have felt that way and still made a better apology video. I feel like I could have verbatimly lied to everybody and like cried a little bit and like.
No, people catch it. People can catch your insincerity.
I'm a good liar.
But nah, you get caught.
Good.
People would catch your
I'm crazy.
Insincerity immediately, especially if it's like if you have millions of fans. People be detectives in this bitch.
Yeah.
On the internet. You saw that couch guy video? Poor man.
Yeah,
bro.
yo, free him.
That man wasn't even cheating, but those TikTok girls went on the detective.
Let's talk about that because I was listening to the Watch Time podcast, and it's a more gaming esports news podcast, like behind the scenes, like managing like content creators, shit like that, right? It's this guy. It's these people from Australia. This guy Elliot. His YouTube name is Muselk. Yep, and then his sister Grace, right? So she's the CEO of this company they started, and so they were talking about what's that girl who got killed? The hiker girl. Do you know?
Oh,
her name?
Gabby.
Yes.
The one that her husband killed her, right?
Allegedly.
No, he killed her.
I want to say allegedly because they made a great point. They were like, TikTokers love true crime shit.
They do.
And they latch onto something and they try to solve the shit themselves. Meanwhile, they're not fucking trained professionals. Meanwhile, if they were actually like out there like trying to solve it, like they would contaminate crime scenes. They would fuck shit up like blatantly.
No, yeah, for sure.
And then it's like,
but there was enough
they latch
evidence.
onto a theory and like, what if 1%, let's say, he did not do that? 1%. Let's say there's a 1% chance he didn't kill her. Meanwhile, there's a manhunt going on from him, not just from the police, which is already stressful enough, right? But I think the reason why he went into hiding is because literally the entire internet was obsessed with that story, and like he was rightfully scared.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been easier if he turned himself to the police and then like, yo,
Correct.
yo, keep me
But
safe, please.
there
Like,
was so much evidence on why he would have been the one to do it. Not only did he arrive back without his wife, he then ran from the cops, right? And then when they started getting on his tail, he killed himself.
Or got murdered.
Those are
or got
those
murdered.
are all guilty. Like
one of you TikTokers, one of you TikTok commenters, clapped him. Why didn't you use your powers for justice?
That man killed his wife.
You went in there and clapped him
and killed himself. That's what that fucking dude did.
We'll never know. We'll never know. You know why? Because y'all did that.
To me.
One of these TikTok villains. You went in there, used your powers for evil. But we'll never know. We'll never know.
That man killed his wife.
We'll never know the truth. You know why? Because the only only link that we had left is now gone.
Well, and the cops, when they first stopped them, it was an abuse.
Commenters.
They were abusing each other. They were fighting when the cops first. Yeah, when they both got caught the original, like the last time they saw Gabby, they got stopped by the cops because they were hitting each other while driving, and one of the drivers called, like when someone next to them called the cops on them.
Did they have an RV or was it a van?
Yeah, it was an RV.
How you see that?
No.
That's
it was
sus.
a van. It was a van.
That's sus in itself. If it was an RV, how you look?
It was a white van. It was shut up. It was a white van.
Like this.
And then the cops stopped them, and then she said that he was hitting her, and you can tell she was really like distressed, like she was crying and shit. And then after that stop, when the cops told them to like separate, go their separate ways, and then like go home.
How the fuck do you go your separate ways on a road trip far from home?
I think they called an Uber for the guy for a hotel, and then she went back to their hotel, and then they were supposed to go home after that, but he went home by himself, and she disappeared. And the van that they were both in disappeared. Right?
Like at the same time?
Yes, like he came home.
I didn't follow the story just because.
So that's what I'm saying. Stop talking shit.
No, I didn't, because I didn't want to. I wanted to wait until everything was done. Like I didn't want to hop on a train and then I think literally the TikTok like obsession over true crime shit is literally like the mob mentality shit of like Halloween Kills. Like how like everyone's finally so fed up with Michael Myers and they're like, let's fucking kill the first guy we see that we think is Michael Myers. Like.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Those movies where they kill the guy and it's not Michael Myers.
Yep. I just think it's mobs, like internet mobs.
Yeah, but I think they were justified when it came to that. It was very clear that man killed his wife. Because if he didn't,
we'll never know. We'll never know.
I hope they figure it out.
How are you gonna figure out your last link to that is?
It's him, yeah,
it's
I guess.
Severed.
Maybe they'll find, like, I don't know, like...
a note? Where?
No, like, her skin and his fingernails or something. I don't know, dude. Hopefully...
Her DNA could be all over him because that was his wife, bro. And they were punching each other in the face. Like...
Listen, I don't know.
Hair was on him? How shocking. How shocking.
I'm going to go back to this couch guy situation. Because that's where I can agree with you where the E-mob went wild for no reason. You saw the video, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Where, like, the girl came in to see her man from, like, college. And he was like... No, he was chilling with, like... He was chilling with his friends and then two females on the couch. Yeah. And then he got up and he didn't really react, like, when he saw her. And then people lost their fucking mind. They're like, oh, he's cheating.
He was just shocked.
You're right. And they were like,
"What the fuck are you doing?"
They were like, "Oh, he's cheating. Look at the way he did it."
Yeah,
and they went detective on
everybody.
This man.
Even you check marks were going crazy.
And then
with her powers.
And then they started going to her page and be like, "Your man's cheating. Your man's cheating. Literally. Your man's cheating." And they wouldn't leave her alone. And then she was like, "Bro, these are all childhood friends that I've known for my whole life.
What if
they're friends with him?
Went away to college, he stayed home, and they are chilling."
And then she's like, "Bro,
dummies.
They've all been friends. I've known these girls for mad long. They wouldn't do anything to him. Like, he's not cheating."
Well, they're all fucking. We don't know.
and then she's like, we're still together. And they were like, "Nah, break up with him. Break up with." And they kept bothering her and him. And he's like, "Dude, I'm not cheating. Like, I was just surprised. And I'm the type of person who doesn't really have that crazy of a reaction.
Yeah, that's that.
It was just genuine." And people were like, "Nah, that man cheating." And they didn't leave that man alone for a while, bro. That man had to like delete all his social medias. And that's where I can agree with you.
Getting the followers.
That's where I can agree with you and be like, "Nah, they be bugging."
I would be like, I'm cheating with her every day. Every single fucking day. You're not gonna stop me, and then I will get pictures taken of me with other women to kind of feel that. I would be like, hell yeah, I'm cheating every day with men, women, everybody, grandmas.
Ew.
I'm gonna be seen in public with everybody.
Grandmas? You be into them?
I'll be into them grandmas just for the clout.
I'm gonna be real with you. For the money, I probably would fuck a grandma.
Yeah, I would too.
Like
Without the money.
I'll be a sugar baby.
I'll do it for fun.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
For fun.
for some money,
If she died, she died.
Would you suck a dick for $1 billion?
At that point, is homophobic not to. Like you're that homophobic that like that you wouldn't want $1 billion. At that point, it's mad homophobic if you don't do it. Like you really would not suck a dick for $1 billion.
I guess you're right.
For
$1 billion,
you're that like
insecure. I suck a
insecure
dick for $1 billion.
in yourself.
I'm sucking a dick for $1 billion. That's a lot of fucking money. I'm set for a while.
For
one dick, I'm set. I'm sucking that dick
Till he comes.
If that was the
requirement,
if that was a requirement, I'm doing it.
What if you get a bonus if you make him come?
I'm making that man come. I'm giving him that Gluck 2000.
Alright. I should wear my Call Her Daddy hoodie. That's true.
Cause like, are you like for real? Of course.
Heard it here first. He would suck a cock.
Fabian will suck a cock for $1 billion.
To completion for $1 billion.
Listen, if any of you gay rich men want they dick sucked, hit my line, bro.
I feel like I would say yes, like now in the moment, but if a dick is in front of me, I'm like, oh fuck, that's a dick. That's an erect penis.
Nah, I need cash first. I don't trust that. You give me
They're
that
never gonna give you the cash first.
No. You give me cash
first. They're
first.
gonna give you $250 million up front, and then the rest.
All right, that's fine. As long as I get some cash.
What if you do it, make him come, and you only get $250 million?
How much?
$250 million.
I'm killing him.
Squid Gaming him.
I'm killing him,
Like,
and then I'm gonna use the money he gave me to buy a lawyer. Like the fuck? But definitely, like, I do it. Speaking of that type of shit,
Where's this heading?
what is it? I'm trying to be as PC as I could be without like hurting people's feelings.
Yeah.
What is the word for someone who has changed their sex? It's a transsexual, correct? Or is that like?
I don't know.
Or is that bad? Is that a bad word to use?
I don't know. I don't know the wrong words.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to.
All right, so
listen. If I offend anyone, I am
let's just get it out.
extremely sorry. That's not. I'm not homophobic. I'm not transphobic.
We're dumb. We don't know.
I just don't know the terms, right?
We don't know the terms.
But would you date a male who has become a female?
Yes.
Same.
I said it before.
I don't give a fuck.
I said it before, and I said it to people.
To me, I am attracted to female, and if you are a female now, I'm chilling.
Bro, I'm nutting in you. No problem. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I think people are like too like afraid of that, and I was just like, yeah, I'm busting my nut inside of you because I'm not gonna have a child, like, because we're not there yet scientifically where we can complete the transformation, right? Or evolution, complete the evolution of it. But I would 1,000%, no problems. If you don't follow me because of that, that will hurt.
You homophobic.
Like,
You transphobic. You transphobic.
You're everything phobic. Because
have you heard of fat phobic?
yeah,
Do you agree that's a thing?
I agree that's the thing.
You think people are afraid of fat
Yep.
people?
I think the people that like to fuck fat people and then hide it, you're fat phobic.
But how isn't phobic mean you're afraid?
Yep, they're afraid to be seen with that person. Like,
Oh, okay.
like
all right.
you know,
I was
fear of anything related to it, right?
Gotcha. I was like, how,
Like
if they fucking them, they're not scared of them.
Fat phobic could be like, I'm scared of becoming fat, or like I'm scared of.
Oh wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So,
because
so
when you
if
think of,
all right, hold
you
on.
think,
So
think of the people who are what's that word for like being scared of spiders?
arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia. They're like, I don't want to hear about spiders. I don't want to see spiders. I don't want to touch spiders. I don't want no spiders to be around me. I don't want them in a 20
Because they're scared of spiders.
feet
But
vicinity.
they wouldn't fuck a spider and hide it. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's just like anything involving spider will bring a phobia to you, and I think anything
they're not scared of spider, man.
you don't know that.
You're right.
You don't know that.
I don't know anyone with arachnophobia.
And they'd be like, "Fucking spider."
I have.
He's just could be anywhere.
I have bug phobia, where I'm afraid of mostly bugs, like every type of insect. I like bug out when I see one. Pun intended. But yeah, so Does that make me fat phobic then?
Are you fat phobic?
I've never been like I don't.
Do you just not like fat people?
I love fat people, but I'm
So
afraid of
what's
getting
the-
fat. Is what I'm saying. Does that make me fat phobic, like you said?
Yeah, you are.
Damn.
It's like people that.
Because
Perfect example.
I'm
is
getting
like,
chubby, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to be chubby.
Is like when people are homophobic
Mhm.
and then they turn out to be gay or closeted.
Yeah.
It's like you have so much self-hatred that you were expressing that self-hatred towards other people who necessarily.
But that's I don't express it to anybody.
Yeah,
I'm not. I love like all women, all body types, all
Yeah.
whatever. I don't care about weight when it comes to other people.
like,
but
if
when it
you're
comes to
getting chubby and
myself,
you're getting uncomfortable. You know.
yeah,
like
that's
it,
what I'm saying.
then you're not accepting who you're becoming, and then therefore it can escalate to like. Eventually, you're like uncomfortableness with yourself is gonna burst out.
Expand to
and
other
then-
people.
And then it could eventually just fucking
Okay.
do that.
Okay. Just I learned something today.
That's what I think. That's my train of thought on that.
Hmm.
Like that's how I think that works.
Okay. Well then, I guess I'm fat phobic. I'm sorry.
Phobic.
I'm fat phobic to myself.
Yeah, which is
I'm not fat
the
phobic to
worst
anybody
thing.
else. I love
'cause
all
eventually
body
if you don't
shapes
like
and
yourself,
sizes.
then it's
I do
fair
like
game.
myself. I just I would
You don't
prefer
love
if I
yourself.
wasn't fat. That's why I'm saying I guess I fall under the category of being fat phobic because I'm afraid of being that.
It's like when you're people like I'm afraid of what I'll become, like in movies.
Mm.
Like they're like, oh, I'm gonna be evil. And it's like, oh no, I'm gonna be fat.
Sure.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of structural integrity of it.
I guess
Because
so.
it's like, are you gonna like not
I
accept
think
yourself?
Okay,
as-
hold up. I'm gonna make an argument for real quick. There has to be a healthy medium.
Yes, of course.
I think
Like-
eating too much is a problem,
Mhm.
and I think eating
That's reasonable to say.
eating the same meal for the rest of your life and working out religiously is also a problem. I think they're both.
That's body dysmorphia in
I
itself.
I think both people have mental
Problems,
issues.
yeah.
Yeah. It's something in the brain that's not working. That one, you're eating the exact same meal for the rest of your life and working out religiously. That's something in your brain isn't right. That's the only thing that like you can do.
It's literally all about addictions. It's replacing your addiction to replacing your overeating addiction to overworking out. Just because it's a healthier addiction doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
not
that's
an
what I'm
addiction
saying.
in
Yeah,
itself.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's basically life is just replacing an addiction, whether it be an addiction to porn, switch it out to video games. You know, not bad, but also it's like it's still,
You consider
it's
an
still-
addiction to porn bad?
I'm saying the addiction to video games. If you switch from porn to video games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Video games is not necessarily more better, right?
Correct.
Because it's still consuming a fuck ton of your time, but you're
Yeah.
just not religiously jerking off to it. Like, you know, like
How-
it's literally about replacing addiction.
Hold
Like,
on. How many times a week you masturbate?
Me?
Edna? Yeah.
I talk to somebody, so I don't really masturbate no more.
Okay.
So,
I'm the same way. I think I
you know,
do it like once every like 2-3 weeks.
Nah, me. I
But
do
recent,
like once a week.
you do it more. But the thing is, like with me, when I have someone, right, there's no need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like if I have a fix, I could
Yeah.
just like.
Okay,
Get
PG
it off.
PG-13 question. I've heard that for men, you have a partner, less frequent masturbating, right? And I've gauged the people that I've asked, like who are like males, and be
Mhm.
like, do you masturbate often when you're in a relationship? And the answer has always been, or at least like 85% of the time, is like nah. If I have a partner, I don't really masturbate as much, but
With women, it's the
with
opposite.
women, I've asked around to the people who are comfortable, and I was comfortable enough to ask and like have that kind of standing of a relationship to be like, when you're with a partner, do you masturbate more or less? And out of a lot of the women, I want to say like 65% of the women I've asked is
Said
like,
more?
I masturbate more when it's like that if I want a relationship. And
Why?
I think it's because
they're not finishing?
No, because of us.
Oh.
Where it's like oh, you'll send me something sexy, and then they start like masturbating, like sending you videos and shit
I
while on
see.
FaceTime. And I
Okay.
think that's part of the reason, but
Makes
also
sense.
maybe they feel
They're not finishing.
They feel sexier, or
The
they're not
person-
finishing,
The person they're
You know,
with isn't like doing what
satisfying
they
them
want. Yeah.
completely.
But I don't.
It-
You see
it
the
could-
thing
it
with
could be
that.
a numeral.
The thing
like,
with
amount of
that,
things.
with the girls not finishing, it's a weird thing for me because like if a girl doesn't like what I'm doing or whatever the case may be, I would want that person to be vocal.
Just tell me about it.
Yeah, right. If I'm doing something wrong or I'm doing something you don't like, tell me. I'll fix it. I'm not gonna get butthurt about it. It's not my body.
Yeah, it's your body.
So that's why when I hear women is like, "Hey, I just don't finish," you'd be like, "Yeah, just tell your man what he's doing wrong."
Yeah, literally.
Just be like, "Yo, just move
but
to
some
the side."
people don't like to hear it. Some people
Some-
are like
some men-
egotistical, be like, "Nah,
yeah.
I'm doing a good job." Like,
I guess you're right. I guess some men would be.
I
like,
made everybody before you come. Like,
I guess some men would be like that. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Some men get their feelings hurt.
But I think in this day and age, most men are just like, yeah,
Even me being comfortable with myself,
yeah.
even sometimes hearing that feedback, I get kind of hurt. I'm like, yeah,
Really?
Yeah. But I know, I know I'm open and available to receiving that kind of feedback. But even then, sometimes my shit get hurt.
Like, for the people I have been with, I've gotten it a few times, right? And it's to me, it's just what I'm doing is what works most of the time.
Yeah.
But I know that everyone's body is different, and it might not work for some people, right? So if a girl's like, "Yeah, I don't like that," or "Here, do this instead," I'm gonna listen to that person, right? It's their body; they know what the hell
I'm an overcompensator.
works out.
I like to make sure they get theirs first before we even get to me. Like,
For sure, but right. That's what I'm saying. You could take the tips and not get butthurt. You could be like, "Oh, I'm doing what normally works for most women."
I always tell them, I'm like, "Yo, it gets better from here."
Okay.
This was pretty okay, but it gets better from here. I never proved myself wrong though. I've always like lived up to that statement and been like,
Yeah.
it definitely got better.
Yeah. I mean, no complaints.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. I'm
A
not.
couple times I did, I got sad.
No complaints here. But again, I don't know. Most women probably wouldn't complain to you. If they had that bad of a time, they'd probably just go and tell their friends about it and never tell you about it.
That's why I don't do casual sex.
Yeah, I don't either. But
It's
most
got
of the
to be
time,
like, we
most
got to
of
be
the times-
fucking like 3 or 4 times a week.
3 to 4 times a week. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
You got that much time on your hands? Would you be fucking 3 to 4 times a week?
In college? Hell yeah. I used
Oh,
to
I
live
guess,
in dorms. Even now, even like, I will literally just like quit my job.
I think as I've gotten older,
Ober.
as
You
I've-
there, Ober.
as I've gotten older, my libido has gone down.
Really?
Yeah, because as I had my slut stage.
I feel like I was so suppressed in high school that I just.
You see, that's
slid out.
probably why we're very swift.
Taylor Swift.
Bro, I'm fucking my words up. Yeah, like in middle school to high school, like I lost my virginity at the age of 14.
Slut.
And exactly, and it was bad because I didn't get the concept of like, to me, sex means nothing now. Like it literally holds.
Yo, you hearing that?
It literally
His
holds.
partner, you hearing that?
It literally holds no like. Let me finish, bro. Before you shut up.
Digging a hole.
Let me finish. It holds no emotional connection to me, right?
Like casual sex. Or you talking about sex in general?
Sex in general, unless it like that person means something to me, then of course it means something to me. But you know how people are like, "Oh, I had sex with that person. That person, like, I can't get over them now," or this and that. That's never been a problem for me, right? And it's because I lost my virginity at such a young age, and after that, I kept having sex consistently, like with a bunch of people, and as I went through that slut stage in my life, it's just to me, emotional connection means more to me, right? Like I love physical touch, I love laughing with someone, I love eating with someone. The sex part doesn't matter to me anymore. Like, do I love sex? Yeah, it feels good, whatever. But as I've gotten older, my libido is like definitely teenage Fabian was a lot hornier and a lot more often than I am now. Like to me, I could have sex like once a week and I'm chilling. Like it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying?
Shock.
And that's just how it is. But
You're so mature.
no, I'm not, because it's
so
just
mature for yourself.
but it's different for everybody, right? Because like I said, the reason it is the way it is for me is because like I've had multiple people when I was very young, and that's why it is. And you're opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were very suppressed, and now you're having a lot of sex, so it's a lot more exciting.
I just didn't have the space to. I swear to God,
I didn't
my
either.
mom be having friends.
I shared a room.
One time I had a girlfriend, and then my mom was like, "Who was that girl you were with today on fucking like in the square?" And I was like, "How the fuck did you know I was there with my girlfriend?"
Yeah.
And so, and up to this point, my mom like doesn't know I've had girlfriends before,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like, she knows, she's got to know, right?
Definitely.
Like,
Have you ever been caught?
Not by my
Your
mom,
mom?
but I feel like I've run into like family friends like, oh my god, you're Dahlia's kid. I'm like, shut the fuck up right now, like dead ass. I'm not who you think I am. Like, I don't know how he just knows everybody, and I just felt so uncomfortable in my hometown. Just be like, I can't do shit.
Yeah.
I can't break things. I can't do petty crimes with my friends. Like, I can't do nothing.
Because one of your mom?
Because it will go back to my mom. Like, oh, why were you playing Ding Dong Ditch? I'm like, how the fuck did you know that? Why were you making prank calls? I'm like, you knew the people we were prank calling? Like, how does that make any kind of sense?
Because I'm gonna say, I think a lot of my teenage life, I shared a room with my brother. And then a lot of my adult life, I've had my room by myself. But I've always found the way around it. I go to their house, I'd sneak people in, and then like, yeah. And I've never been caught by my mom with like a female while it's happening.
Yeah.
I've been caught with by my baby sister once while it was happening. Like I thought I locked the door and she walked in.
How old was she?
I don't remember, but she wasn't that old.
She
and
wasn't
it was
old that it would be a crime technically. Like she wasn't that young. I mean, that it would be like a crime.
No, definitely.
Would be
She was
seen as
like
a crime?
10, 11.
Damn.
It was definitely not something a 10 or 11-year-old
should be seen.
for sure.
Damn.
But it was very awkward.
Dang. I looked at the TV thinking
Have
there's
you
a camera there.
have you ever been caught
No.
in the deed? No.
No.
What about masturbating?
Never.
Really? I got caught twice.
One time I heard the fucking keys jingling and I was butt ass naked and I ran into the shower and I started taking the shower.
Oh, yo. All right, let me tell you my experience. All right, one was with my grandma, one was with my mom.
I know the grandma story. I know both of the stories.
You know the stories?
Actually. Yeah, tell your grandma's one. That was funny.
I was getting ready to beat my meat. You know what I'm saying? I had the porn out. I was laying down, just put my pants down, right? I was like scrolling looking for a video.
She was on his laptop.
Yeah, it was on my laptop. I told you on my bed.
Yeah, I
So
know,
of course it's on my laptop. And my grandma walks in. Swear to God, I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I think I lock the door and I don't lock the door. And she walks in and asks me if I want food. Sees the screen, immediately jolts out the room. Just pow, close the door.
Bow, bow, bow.
And I was like, damn. I closed the laptop, put my pants back up, and I was like,
What, you just sat there?
I was like, damn. I was like, I'm not even in the mood no more, bro. I didn't come out that room till way later to eat. And we never spoke about it again. And then the same thing with my mom, right? I did the same thing, but this time I was in it. Like I was doing the deed. She walked in, like video playing, headphones on, busted in, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, muchacho,
Yeah,
and then like
candies on.
she said muchacho, close the door, and I was like, good fucking Lord, brother, I can't catch a break.
Damn.
And those are my stories. Those are the only 2 times. And now my family do not enter my room without knocking. They always knock because of
your moms, your grandmas.
Mm-hmm. My sister was it was during like while I was with a female, and it was traumatic.
Yeah.
I was in there.
You was just a slut favoring.
It was slut
You was
favorite.
going
Yeah.
ham then.
I was in there, and then she busted it, and I was like,
And then you like,
and then she just immediately closed the door. But listen, hey,
I mean, shit happens, right?
yeah, that's whatever. Like it felt like the end of the world in the moment, though.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
Just the embarrassment.
Yeah,
the
so
fucking,
it's so
the heat that goes down your body.
You sink into your own body like fuck. And then like whatever horniness you was feeling, and like you was gone immediately. You don't feel nothing.
Dissipated,
you just,
evaporated.
you just like I'm done.
It's all right.
I'm getting the fuck
I'm
up.
outta here.
I feel dirty. I'm gross. You ever? Oh, hold up. You ever come and the come clarity give you like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
Shit? Dude, that's happened to me
What's the
before
weirdest shit
too.
you've watched?
Top of my head, I think the only one I can think of is like a midget porn. Where I watched it, I came and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I was really like, what the it's so weird because like in the moment you're like, yeah, this is hot.
Nice.
This is hot. And then you come and you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. You just feel so disappointed in yourself. I can remember another time it was like really hardcore, like really bad. Like the girl was
Did it
like
feel real? Did it feel
like,
real to you? Like afterwards, like was that fake or was that real?
Like to the point where like the girl was like, it felt like the girl was being abused, but in the moment I was like into it.
Yeah.
And then I came and I was like, I feel disgusting. This is bad. Like, I don't know why. Yeah, like shit like that. I was like, this is gross. What's going on? And I just had to like disappointedly close the laptop. Be like, I'm cleaning myself up. Never again. But what about you? What is like something you've been watching? You like?
Yo, don't say that I've been watching. I'll tell you the weirdest one.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
like you watched.
So there was this girl
like,
on Facebook. That
Facebook.
Listen. So I have my job
There's
now.
On Facebook?
No. I have my job now that like I have to be on Facebook to see like any updates, like media updates. And I saw a mutual. I'm not gonna say she's my friend, but it's like a mutual like
an
acquaintance associate kind of thing. And she was like, I'm gonna send this directly to her, but I'm like, she was like, "Yo, toon porn be crazy."
like hentai and
cartoon
porn?
Or like
okay.
animated porn. Or whatever,
that's what introduced me to porn as a kid.
And so I was like, that's not something I've never dabbled into. But also in her suggestions was like ebony lesbian orgy sex, and I was like, that sounds crazy too. But like, let's go check out the toon shit first. And I found one, and I was like, in the moment,
hot.
I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was like, oh shit, we up? All right, let's do this. Let's not waste the opportunity.
What was your sexual awakening as a kid?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know mine.
It was in class, and we were watching porn. With like a substitute teacher was there, but we weren't watching it with him. We were just in the room watching
while he was there, while not noticing. I was watching porn.
We was watching porn.
Yeah,
and then that escalated to watching porn in my house.
But that was the first
same groups of people.
I've never watched porn as a group. Surprisingly,
we wasn't being our meats. I just want to put that on the record. But we was like watching it like it was like a TV show. We're like, you see that?
Actually, I'm lying.
Oh, you have?
I'm lying. I have. I don't want to expose the person.
Yeah, I that's why I didn't say no names. But y'all follow me still.
I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm gonna just say we was watching cartoon porn. Cause all right, let me paint the picture. My sexual awakening when I was a kid was Space Jam, the original.
Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny. She had that scene where like she was like bugs, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck going on with my body? Why the fuck did I just get really attracted to this, right? And then I think after that, it was like Jessica Rabbit from
I don't know from where.
Fuck is that movie called?
I don't know. But I know I don't know.
She has like a red dress.
I don't know what the movie is. I just know
red dress,
her.
like glittery.
Yeah.
All right, so those two were like my sexual awakenings, and so like when I first started like watching porn, I wasn't beating my meat, but like it aroused me. I liked it, so I was watching.
I feel like that's very normal to just just watch it.
I was watching a lot of like a lot of cartoon porn.
You're just
stuff.
hard.
Yeah, and I remember me and this person. I'm not gonna expose him. God bless him. All right, we're watching it together, right? And then our family came in, like his family came in because I was at his house, and we just like shut off the because there was a computer at the time, so we like just shut off the screen.
And
that don't shut off the fucking the PC. So then, and then immediately that person that came in was like, "What the fuck were you guys?" We're like, "Nothing." And then he just turned the screen back, and then we got caught, and we got in so much fucking trouble, bro. And it was so fucking like embarrassing at the time, because they was like clowning us that we was watching cartoon type shit.
Porn. It wasn't even regular porn.
Yeah.
Like, y'all on the website, y'all watching cartoons.
Yeah, it was.
You know why? Funny. I think at those ages, it's because we watching cartoons anyway.
Yeah, that's what you're watching.
It's literally
right?
It's the same shit. Like,
so
it's now they're naked.
So yeah, that was my like sexual awakening was like Lola Bunny. She was fine as fuck in that first movie. I don't know why. Had me bricked up as a kid. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
Who was your first childhood crush?
Like a classmate.
No, but like on TV.
I didn't have one.
Like you didn't have one? Mine was Lizzie McGuire.
She was cute.
Hilary Duff.
Hilary Duff was cute.
You.
If I did have one, I don't fucking remember.
Just you, bro.
I don't remember. I watched mostly cartoons. I didn't really watch those. Yeah. I did love like
even cartoons. Channel. Did you have because there's people that have crushes on a cartoon character as their first crush.
I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't remember. I don't remember if I did.
A lot of people like. I know a lot of girls that like were American, like
Jake
Jake Long from American
Dragon,
Danny
Jake, Phantom.
yeah, those guys.
All those guys, yeah. For sure, I definitely had a crush on those types of people. I just don't remember who the fuck it was. But yeah, that was my story.
Yeah,
it's fucking funny.
But I'm telling you, the toon shit was crazy. I saw that. I was like, you know what?
Not bad.
Not bad.
It's been a while since I've watched hentai though. Like I think since I've switched off to like
Regular porn.
Real porn. It's just
Since I switched off, made it sound like I had a season where I would watch nothing but that.
It did well. As when I first got introduced to porn, that's all I was watching was cartoon porn. And when I finally did switch off to like real porn, I just haven't gone back.
Nah, bro, every porn is real porn.
What I'm saying, like real people, you know what I'm saying? Like humans, not like cartoons or like animated stuff. Because
bow, bow, bow.
it's just I just never went back. And now I don't even really watch porn. If I do, it's like very rare.
And do you watch it when you
do my meat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most likely, I do, or I just use my imagination.
Yeah, I use my imagination too. A lot of people, I've noticed on Twitter that a lot of people can't believe that people just use their imagination.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why.
Especially when you're with a partner, you can imagine that person that you're with.
Is it cheating if you masturbate
imagine somebody
else while you're with a partner?
If it's porn, I don't think so. If you're imagining,
if you're it's just straight up you by yourself, just imagining it.
Yeah, I don't think that's
cheating.
Cool.
Damn, I don't think cheating on all my girlfriends.
Or if you're like imagining someone else while doing the deed,
See, that's different.
I don't think that's cool either.
What if it's their mom?
What did you say?
What if it's their mom?
You're imagining that person's mom?
That person's mom.
Stacey's you need therapy.
Got it going on.
Fernando, you need therapy. If you've beaten off
I'm saying
to whatever girl you with, mom.
In the act. You said in thinking about somebody else while in the act.
If you're doing that, you need therapy, my guy.
I'm going to show you her mom.
I don't give a you need therapy.
You her mom.
You need therapy. But
you ever seen a beautiful like girl and then think, damn, her mom might be so beautiful too, and it turns out to be true?
It's only been once in my life where I met I had a classmate that was mad cute, and then like she had like a party at her house, and I met her mom. I was like, holy shit.
Hi.
I was like, what the how the fuck she's so goddamn fine?
It's genetics.
In my mind, I'm like, maybe, but I knew damn well I didn't have a chance. I was like 14, 15.
Yeah, that's really good.
I was like 14, 15. Nah.
No?
I don't think I'd want to be with someone like that.
And at this point in your life, are you like a one partner kind of person?
For sure. I'm definitely a monogamous. What is it called? A serial monogamous?
Yeah. I'm
definitely there. I'm definitely where like I'm trying to like settle down with one person, like marry them.
Like 3 people.
Oh, you're into polygamy? Polygamy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know what you're trying to say.
I'm not into that.
I can't. I can't pronounce words.
I'm not into sharing my partner with other people, and I'm not into having to emotionally like connect with that many people. It's too draining for me. With someone who has like, I
feel like I'm in love with like 3 different people right now.
No way. I don't think. To me, I could never be in love with more than one person. I can love more than one person. Being in love with? I don't think I can. That's just me, though. You got to find a partner that's ready to be in a polygamous relationship.
Yeah. But, like, I kind of want to just be like, imagine just like 4 incomes, 1 big house.
Again,
crazy.
You got to find someone who's cool with it.
Yeah, I know.
Most people are. I mean,
I won't say most. A lot of people aren't cool with it.
I think it's more.
I feel like it feels shameful.
It's
people.
Not shame. I think it's
like,
more open now.
I can't believe I literally have to share this person. Like,
that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are like me, where like they don't want to share that type of.
No, but you is because you don't want to put in that work times X amount, right? Times 2 or 3 people, right?
But you rather find
somebody, one person.
But I also don't want to share my person, right? I'm in that boat, where like I'm very selfish when it comes to like my person.
Yeah.
So I don't want to share them, whether that be with another woman or another man or whatever. I don't want to share them. That's why even with like threesomes, I'm very like selfish when it comes to that. Like I couldn't picture myself having a threesome with someone because I'm very selfish with the person I'm with.
What's so funny? Hearing you say selfish, like when I'm talking to somebody and they happen to have a boyfriend, I'm like, why is he so selfish? Like that's what I always say, and I plant those little seeds of doubt. And like just like is he selfish? Do I need to be free?
I'm going to be real with you. I'm selfish. Yeah. I'm selfish with my partner. I don't want to share my partner. It's just the way I am. And if the other person wants to, am I open to it? Yeah, but like to an extent.
That'll hurt. That'll hurt.
What do you mean?
Like if she's into being open and you're not into being open.
But that's why I'm saying to an extent. It would be a lot of
like, would you be like, all right, only if it's girls?
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? I'd probably do that, but then that's selfish.
That is selfish.
Correct.
She wants
And
to be
that's-
open with everybody.
Correct, and
Not
that's
just
why
girls.
it would be very difficult for me to be with someone who would want to be like that.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of communication, a lot of boundaries where we'd have to like set and things like that, and it's just not worth it for me. I'd rather not do any of
It'd be
that.
like stressful.
Yeah, I'd just rather not.
Even when nothing's happening, it's like fuck.
Yeah, I'd just rather not. I'd rather just
Yeah, I get it.
have my person,
Exactly.
marry that person, be chill with it.
I'm trying to marry all 3 of these women.
You could legally, yeah.
I know. I'm trying to. I asked Muhammad something. I was like, all right, how do I get away with like marrying
Having multiple
3? Yeah.
women.
And he was like, what the fuck do you mean get away with? I was like, because you know.
It's not illegal. You can.
No, I know, but I was trying to.
If
I was trying to shape it under religion, like
if
the umbrella of
if
religion.
each person consents to it in their marriage license, right? Like they can't then divorce you for what is it called? What is it? The other word for an affair? Like the word the court uses to like when you get a divorce, they're like, oh, they were this.
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
So like,
I'll remember it
Yeah.
eventually. I know. What
but
you're
I
talking
think when you have like those types of marriages, you can't use that excuse to get divorced because
You
in
signing
the
a
thing.
prenup?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
I don't
Is it
want
weird to ask for it?
no. I don't want whatever that person is coming in with. I don't want it. It's nothing. It's not mine.
Yeah, you
And I
don't.
don't-
You don't want to do a Dow dirty.
Yeah, and I don't want that person to have whatever I had before I came into this relationship. I want us to meet together, right? And if we accumulate whatever we accumulate together,
That's split.
while ending that, we should split it. But I don't
But if
think
I came in $4, I want to keep my $4.
yeah, I don't think you are entitled to whatever that person had before
Yeah.
you. That person worked for whatever they had before you were in their life. And that's just how it is. And especially for people who are like extremely rich and then meet someone who isn't, I don't think you're entitled to that life. You got that life because you met someone who was part of that life. And if then you guys don't work out and then break up, you're not entitled to that. You're entitled to whatever you worked with while you were in that relationship. So like, let's say you meet a billionaire wife, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And then you guys get married. I don't think you deserve
Trying to.
anything,
I'm
any of
trying
that
to put a
money.
kid in one right now.
I don't think you deserve any of that money until you guys work together to make something, and then that becomes successful.
What if I make a kid with her?
Well, then you deserve half of that
right?
kid.
Because I gotta have the money to give
To
that
raise the
kid
kid.
that lifestyle.
Yeah, but I don't think
That's why.
if it-
That's why I trap.
men don't usually get.
I'm
custody.
trying to reverse trap.
I don't think men get
I
custody.
mean, she's too
usually.
busy. She's a CEO. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I could do it.
I in the court, men don't usually get custody.
I'm
That's all
like,
I'm
that's
saying. unless
fucked up.
unless she's a drug addict and an alcoholic.
All successful women are under some kind
some
of shit. You know
sometimes.
what's crazy? I don't want to really go into much details, but I took someone to the doctors recently
Okay.
because they had a Adderall prescription,
Okay.
but they're not taking it because they're pregnant.
They're selling it. Oh.
So she
I immediately was like
Both.
drug dealer.
both.
Okay.
And I'm like, does this make me an accessory to a crime?
Just say you didn't know about it.
If they were about to arrest, I'm like, no hablo inglés. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't even know she took Adderall.
Yeah, like I don't know.
I had no clue.
But it was just funny. It's like being near DC, learning about how people operate in DC. It's like, okay, like
There's a lot of drug
there's a
culture
lot
over
of
there.
Adderall. People are on Adderall all the time. Like,
Damn. Is that an opioid? No,
I'm not a scientist. I don't know. Maybe
I think Adderall is an opioid. It's the what?
just to keep you focused.
But yeah, it might be an opioid. She might be addicted. She's not. Oh, never mind. She's not.
She's not
taking it.
on
She's
it.
selling it.
Yeah, she's on it. But like,
So you talking to a pregnant lady who's on Adderall? That's wild.
not like romantically, but like
That's wild.
communication is open.
So you got a foot in, is what you telling me?
I'm not gonna give you any.
No, not what the. I don't want Adderall.
I don't know.
I'm saying like
I
you got
heard
a.
it sucks.
I'm saying like you got a foot in with the lady.
I was just doing her a favor.
Well, that's what you got a
Yeah.
foot in. Like you have like.
Like she'd be telling me secrets
Yeah, you got a foot in.
of like
Yeah.
people in Washington.
You can
DC.
like upgrade from like acquaintance to friend to best friend,
Yeah, exactly.
and maybe down the
Making
line.
my way to getting some Adderall to give to people. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't. I,
No,
I,
but I like no, but I'm like literally learning like so much how like powerful people.
You learn how to make meth. Can you be Dr.
No, I
White
cannot.
now?
No, I can't. I don't know.
Walter
how to make
White.
You know, a lot of people who study chemistry know how to make meth.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
Well, Walter White was a chemistry
Yeah, no, but
teacher.
I'm like, but like the fact that you have that power, you know, like
They also can make bombs.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Pretty
because they know all the components of what makes those things
Yeah.
up, and then can just fuck around and make
You
a
know,
bomb.
Christian was telling me that fentanyl.
Oh no, that's the opioid.
Oh, is it?
Fentanyl. Yes, it's
So
it's the fake drug that gets you extremely high that you can overdose.
Yeah.
That's what killed Mac Miller. That's the opioid.
So it was. He was telling me that there was this incident that somebody apparently dropped it all over their apartment, and fentanyl is so potent that it can go through your skin,
Yeah,
and so
they were fucked.
they got fucked. And it was the apartment where his girl and their daughter, and his girl took her daughter and just left them there. Didn't call the cops. Didn't do nothing. Just left them there
To die?
to die. And then so he called.
Why didn't he get out?
He called a buddy because he was just done. He was like, "Fuck!" Like,
Oh, he was
I'm
super fucked up?
Like,
Yeah.
So he called a buddy. Buddy came, got fucked. He
They
got
both
fucked.
died?
No, they survived because the cops came. Somebody called the cops.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so. Like in that form of like communication, one of them eventually calls the cops, and then so they get arrested and sent to the hospital. And I'm like, if you're my boy, you call me because of that shit. I'm not coming.
No,
I'm calling the cops.
I'm
for
calling the
you,
cops,
and then
yeah.
I'm like,
I'm not trying to die
I'm
with
not
you.
trying to die with you, bro. Like,
That's wild.
so that shit. I was like, damn, that's really crazy, huh? There really be people out there doing that.
It's an easy high, bro. It's cheap. Gets you super fucking high to the point that it can kill you, but people be really like,
Out
really
here
want to get high.
doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Would you?
Wouldn't be me, nah.
No, I could never. I think any crazy drug like that.
I can't. I don't like not having control of my body.
Mhm.
So when I do get high, it's more of a like a nice high,
It's
you
like a
know?
body high.
Yeah, it's not like blackout, like I don't know what the fuck's type shit, like I can't control myself type high. Same when I get drunk.
Yeah.
I like to get nice drunk. Like
I don't like getting drunk at all.
I don't like the taste of alcohol unless it's like very like whatever. But when I do get crunk, the thing for me is I have social anxiety. So when I do drink, it
calms
drops
you?
all those barriers. So it's a lot easier for me to open up and like speak to people and be more social. That's why I drink when it's like a social event.
Social
I want
event,
because I want to be social. But I do it just to that, right? Where I'm like tipsy and I'm like more comfortable with people and shit like that. But I don't like getting fucking wasted. I don't like losing like control of my body. I don't like blacking out. I don't think that's fun. Like you wake up not knowing what happened, you're throwing up, you feel like shit. I'm not with that.
I always like seeing people like throw up, like when they're drinking. It's like
You like it? Nah,
like
fuck it.
I feel like I'm
I
like,
like it if it's a stranger.
I feel
If
like
it's
it's
someone
like-
I have to take care of,
oh,
absolutely
Yeah, see,
not.
I don't
That
do that
shit
shit.
sucks.
I can't. Like, don't ask me to do that. That's like pretty rude.
But that's the thing. If you like, let's say I go out with you, right?
Yeah.
And I get fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
You're the only one there that knows me. Would you just leave me there to die? No. As your
You're
boy,
not gonna die.
no, I could. If I'm fucking up, like if I'm done, and I just like, and you just
I gotta
dip.
drag your ass home.
That's what I'm saying. You would then have the
Dang.
responsibility to be like, I'm the only
That's why
person
I
that
don't
knows
go
this
out.
person.
That's why I don't go out.
No, but that's why I don't get that drug. I'm like, nah, I don't. Absolutely not.
First of all, I know I'm not gonna get drunk at all. So why would I want to put myself as like the only person that's responsible?
No, but I'm saying like, because there are times where like, let's say I go out with a few friends, right? I don't expect my friends to get fucking destroyed. I expect them to get like a little tipsy, like I would usually, and be like, cut it off when it's there. Some people just don't have the limit. They just
Some
keep
people
going.
just battling demons. Bro.
Yeah, and so, and if I'm the only person that knows them, I want that person to get home safe, right? If I'm with a friend or if I'm with a person that I love, I don't want that person to disappear or something to happen to them because they got wasted. So yeah, it's not fun taking care of drunk people.
Yeah.
Though. They act like giant babies. That you ask them to do something like, nah, I don't want to do that. Shit like that. But yeah,
Damn, that was a long episode, huh?
yeah.
Let's end it here. This is masturbation, Travis Scott,
Yep.
celebrity culture,
Yep. Murder.
TikTok,
TikTok.
a bunch of shit in today's
Bunch of
episode.
random shit.
Random shit. So thank you for listening. If you made it this far, thank you for continuing to listen on Spotify. Apple Podcasts is our most listened to platform. So subscribe there. Leave a review. Subscribe on YouTube. You know,
Support the
watch
boys.
the freaking episodes because I appreciate that. TikTok, IG at Idle Talk Pod, and I'll see you
Support my boy
next week.
Fernando.
Support
This is Fabian
Listen to him.
Nairbath signing off. Follow me on IG. Whatever. Support my boy Idle Talk.
Yeah.
Greatest new starter podcast.
Exactly.
And
I've been saying it for a long
I will
time.
gladly be on it whenever he asks.
Yeah, whenever I ask.
It's a fun fucking time.
Fun time.
And yeah, see you guys later.
Yeah. See you whenever
Deuces.
we see you again.
Fabian the Don.
Fabian Don, real Don. Realist Don.
Realist Don.
All right. Peace.
Peace.